The community environmentalist Leonardo DiCaprio has been prized by environmental groups for flying commercial flights and instead of just chartering private jets. And he has, in interviews, he has cited as having driven a hybrid car and having solar panels in his house. His actions have inspired other actors such as Orlando Bloom and Penelope Cruz. He also cites as global warming as the #1 environmental challenge. What's a green building? According to the United States Environmental Protection Agency, a green building is the practice of creating structures and using methods that are environmentally responsible and resource efficiency throughout the building's life cycle. This practice expands and complements the classical building design in terms of economy, utility, and comfort. As future homeowners, I hope this is something that you may want to look into. Okay. According to the Desert Zones on November 14, 2009, in the article Magazine to Showcase Lead Housing Complex reports that reporter Aldridge reports the Vista Dunes Country Home and La Quinta were featured in the Building Magazine October issue, which highlights the development's energy and water efficiency, leadership in environmental and energy design is a program launched by the United States Green Building Council that rates a building's efficiency on, and it gives a building the certifications, and it has 4 levels, which is certified, silver, gold, and platinum, and each is awarded by how many points the building gets, and these points depend on the sustainability and energy efficiency and water efficiency that the building has. So by building a green building, you could actually save money, reduce energy, and reduce water usage. And during the process, you're also recycling with materials you use. So the first I'm going to talk about methods that the buildings are built, some of the materials that are used, and how are they sustainable and green after they're built. So let me first talk about the methods. There's 2 primary methods. The first being the traditional way, which is the wood-like framing construction system, which is, and from that there's the book Fundamental of Building Construction Material Methods. Arthur Allen says that the most universal process is the platform, which you would first make a platform, then erect walls, then put another platform, erect walls, and so on until you get to the attic and roof. Another way to make build these green buildings is by prefabrication. One way is they're built the same as traditional way, but they're built out of sight, and then they come with the walls and put them back on the side. And one way is assembly line, where they just make the walls, and the walls they take them back to the site and put them together. They have a way to the walls are numbered, and they give you like a plan to number them. Another way also is by using having a modular construction system, where it's also the same way. It's built out of sight, but you build them in these kind of boxes. Right here you see a home built in 3 modules with the bottom, the top, and the side one. And after built, they could actually do something like this. Okay, now that we know some of the ways that these things are built, I'm going to talk about some of the materials. Some of the materials that could be basically considered green are rapidly renewable plant materials, which include like bamboo. The book Green Facilities Handbook, Simple and Profitable Strategies, author Woodruff says that bamboo is a green material because it grows rapidly and it's is sustainable, and it actually grows faster than ordinary wood that we use on these buildings, or hardwood. Another plant material is ordinary lumber that's grown in sustainable forests. There's that bamboo. An example of this lumber can be corkwood, which could be used for flooring, doors, and cabinets. And this corkwood is the corkwood comes out of it's the bark of the tree. So you're not cutting down the tree, you're just using the bark, and then you just let it regrow and reuse whatever's when it grows back, we use it again. You also could get recycled materials like stone, metal, and other non-toxic and reusable materials. The book Your Eco-Friendly Home Buying, Building, and Remodeling Green, author Davis says that recycling began long ago in the American frontier where settlers will burn down their cabins and take the nails. They would then reuse them in their new house they would build. The EPA also suggests using industrial goods like coal combustion products and demolition dust. An example of that is fly ash, which comes from coal-fired power plants, and it's in this you would mix into concrete, which actually makes the concrete a little bit stronger. You also have denim insulation, which comes from the recycled denim insulation as the jeans from blue jean factories. Okay, so now to talk about how they could be sustainable after being built. Author Allen defines sustainability as meeting the needs of present generations without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their needs. Sustainability may be energy efficient, and the way to do this is by positioning your house the right way, with having most of the glass on the south side of the building, because we're in the northern hemisphere, so the sun comes in. It's in the southern sky, so you will want most of your glass on the south side, and you also want to orient your house from west to east to west. Another way to be sustainable is to have a good ventilation, so to make the house like a fan, let just wind pass through. This can reduce your energy bill, and just you use your air conditioning that there's also, because we have solar panels which convert sunlight directly into energy, and they're made of semiconductor materials like silicon. Another way to be efficient is to be water to waste less water in one waste. Water conservation, which is doing less with less, use water in your lawn less. Another way is water efficiency, doing more with less, like having toilets and faucets that use less water, fixing leaks. You also have water sufficiency, enough is enough. Just make sure you turn off the tap when you're brushing your teeth. Water substitution, replacing the water, like air. This is actually a vacuum toilet. According to Davis, working with natural materials, energy conservation and recycling are becoming mainstream, and and some are even mandatory in some areas. Home buyers are starting to demand green buildings products. So, in conclusion, I have showed you, I've talked to you about the ways that you build the green buildings are built, some of the materials that are used, and how it's sustainable after being built. So, thank you for your time.